Hello, in this video we are going to see that how we can create and format a stacked column chart inside the Power BI. So let's get started. We have an example data, for example customer data, product data and sales data. We will drag the column chart inside this report view. Power BI has 30 plus different charts inside the visualization tab. Here you can see all the different charts. But right now we will use a stacked column chart. So we can drag it on the report view or we can just click it and it will be inserted. Now let's increase the size of this chart. So when I will select this chart, then below the charts you will see different options for this chart. For example, x-axis, y-axis, legend, small multiples and tooltips. We will use two of its main components, x-axis and y-axis. So inside x-axis, we will put subcategories. So these are subcategories. Let's drag them inside x-axis. And in y-axis, we will add cells. So here you can see the column chart. On x-axis, there are subcategories and on y-axis, there are cells. So this is how you can create a column chart inside the Power BI. Now let's format this chart. So to format this chart, we have to come here in format your visual option. So we'll click here and here you can find all the options to format this chart. For example, if you want to format the x-axis, then you have to click here, or y-axis, then have to click here. There are grid lines, zoom slider, columns and data labels. So let's start from the x-axis. So we will click here on x-axis. So here you can see that inside x-axis we have another option, values, and inside values we can change the font style of the values, we can change the font size, we can make them bold, italic and underline. So let's change the font style. So I will select Georgia and increase the size of the font. So here you can see I have increased the size of the font, and now let's make them bold and change the color to black. So here I have made some changes in the x-axis. Now let's collapse this x-axis and expand the y-axis. Now in y-axis, the first option is range. You can specify the range. For example, the minimum range on the y-axis should be 0 and the maximum should be 1000, 2000 or anything. So you can specify the range for the y-axis. Right now it is auto, so I am not changing this. Now let's collapse the range and expand the values. Now here are options for the values. Right now values are in millions, so we will change them into thousands. So before changing them, let's change the font style. So let's change into Georgia and increase the size, make it bold and change its color to black. Now in display units, we will change the unit from million to thousand. So we will click here and here you can find all the units like thousands, millions, billions and trillions. So let's click on thousands and here you can see the values have changed from M to K for thousands. So this was all about creating and formatting stacked column chart inside the Power BI. I hope you have enjoyed the learning that how we can create and format the stacked column chart inside the Power BI. That's all for this video.